Well, hello everyone, welcome to a new video. I will be rating German states today. There are 16 of them. Some people say Mallorca, Mallorca, the German, this was Italian, a Spanish island where many Germans spend their summer holidays is the 17th state. However, I'm sticking to the traditional 16 states today, and I will be rating them from super good to Saarland. Saarland is a very small German state that I think I will rate not so good. Now, what are we rating here? The beauty. Obviously, if there's a nice city or a city that I like in the state, this is a plus. If there's nice nature, mountains, forests, rivers, or the sea, that is a plus as well. Maybe weather, maybe general landscape. I don't think demographics, income, or political choices should influence this too much. I want to approach it geographically. And I would say, let's just do it. Now, Hamburg, yes, I mean, Hamburg state is basically just Hamburg city. And I have rated Hamburg city on the city rater thing video super good. So I have to rate it also super good. No further explanation needed. Bremen is rather good. Bremen state is mainly Bremen city. There's really not much more to add to this. I think these are city states. I like urban places. We cannot really go wrong with that. I don't know if they necessarily deserve to be a whole state, but that's another conversation. Berlin is the same. Berlin goes good. Does Berlin state? Well, it's basically just Berlin. It's a state and a city. Now, these little three out of the way, we can concentrate on what you all came for, Bavaria. Now, Bavaria has, nature-wise, it's a strong one. It has the Alps, it has the Danube River. Well, it has good beer. That's fair to say that even people in Berlin, drink a lot of Bavarian beer. It has the Oktoberfest, which is a minus point for me. Bavaria goes rather good. I don't want to live there. I don't want to go there. I don't want to move there. But I think nice cultures, traditions, customs, very unpleasant accent or dialect, I shall say. But hey, the nature is so overwhelming, I give it a rather good. Heartbreakingly. Now, Saarland, the small state on the French border, goes to the Saarland, which should be super bad. That's harsh, but I figured that in this video, if I'm going to be harsh to one state, it's going to be Saarland. I don't know anything about it. I've also rated its main city, Saarbrücken, low. I really don't know what's going on there. I cannot imagine a lot. I don't think there's much tourism outside local tourism or people from neighboring states. Yeah, I really don't know what to say. Yes, I'm sure it also has nice parts, but so does any other state, so I cannot really use this as it doesn't have overwhelmingly nice parts like the Alps in Bavaria, that you just cannot argue with. Now, Hessen has many cities. Frankfurt, Darmstadt, Mannheim, Wiesbaden, Kassel. So it's very urban. In my mind, it's very ugly, landscape-wise. Perhaps if you go south of Frankfurt, it gets a little nicer the more you go south, but anything between Frankfurt and Kassel is horrendous. I have to give it a rather bad. I'm very sorry, it is horrendous. It's just wasteland industrial area sliced by motorways and, I don't know, nasty, unpleasant landscape. Something I cannot really say about Thuringen, but Thuringen is a neutral for me. I think landscape-wise it is nicer. Eastern Germany, there are a couple of cities, but and none of which I'm dying to go to. I think it's a neutral. I don't have much to say about Thüringen. Mecklenburg-Vorpommern, yeah. Something between good and rather good because it has the sea. And because it is in the northeast of Germany, Germany's most northeastern state, and there are just not so many people, you know? If you go and take the train from Berlin to the sea, you will be going through Mecklenburg-Vorpommern. The landscape is underwhelming, but it has the sea, and it's always nice to reach a land's end. Similar Schleswig-Holstein, its Western German equivalent. Yeah, it has Lübeck, Mecklenburg-Vorpommern has Rostock. It also has Kiel. Kiel is in Schleswig-Holstein. It also has the sea, a sea with tides. It's the North Sea. The Baltic Sea doesn't have these tides. Yeah, I think rather good is fair. Now Rhineland-Pfalz. I don't know if some of these have actual English names. Probably. Well, Rhineland-Pfalz is supposed to be nice. It has, I think, the Mosel River and the Rhine River and lots of nice valleys and wineries, wine hangs, wine mountains. Rhineland-Pfalz, I would give a rather good. I think that's fair. I think it's just relatively nice. Koblenz, Mainz, such cities are there. They're probably not too bad. Carnival, I think rather good is fair. It's your stereotypical rather good, I would think. Brandenburg is hardcore. I mean, it's just underwhelmingly flat. There are forests, but nothing compared to Bavaria. I guess if you go to the Polish border, maybe it gets a little bit more interesting somehow. From my feeling, whenever I crossed the border there were some rivers. I remember a little bit nicer landscapes, but I don't know, anything northwest of Berlin. Well, take the train through Brandenburg and tell me otherwise. Baden-Württemberg, naja, it has Stuttgart now, Freiburg. I would give it well, I don't like Stuttgart, but Freiburg, and landscape-wise, it has to be up there with Rhineland-Pfalz. I like the yeah, it's not a flag. Well, I guess it could be a flag. Let's call it the coat of arms. Black and yellow, black and yellow. Let's put it there. Baden-Württemberg, Bavaria's posh neighbor, or vice versa. Now Saxony is good. Saxony is massively underrated. On the Czech border, beautiful mountainsides. It has the Elbe River. It has Leipzig and Dresden and other cities. I think it's massively underrated. Every time I went there, which was many times, because I used to spend some holidays there when I was younger, it's just really beautiful. Very beautiful. Especially in summer, I think. Not Rhine-Westphalen, I mean, bad or Saarland level, hyper-industrial. I would imagine it's similar to Hessen. I think they should be in the same category. I don't see why Hessen would be. And North Rhine-Westphalen is not going up, Hessen is going down. It's just, no thank you, no interest. Saxony-Anhalt, yeah. I don't even, like, somewhere between Saxony and Thuringen or above these things, like in this sort of Eastern German place. We have the problem that I have no association with it, but so I had with Thuringen. I think I should go to neutral. And lastly, Niedersachsen also doesn't scream tourism, but it has Hanover. Well, Niedersachsen, to be honest, rather bad. I have no personal hatred towards Niedersachsen, but it's also not so easy to really like it. You know, it's not one of these landscapes where you're born into and you're kind of living in unity. with the woods and the waters. It's just ground to stand on, if that's not too harsh. So I think similar like to the cities videos, let's get rid of the neutral ones. Thüringen and Sachsen-Anhalt. Tough. I think they should, well, the idea is here that they either go to rather good or to rather bad, so to not have neutral. I think, to be honest with you, they both go down. It's harsh. Arguments can change my opinion, but if you ask me in the middle of the night, where would you put them? This is probably my answer. Is this too mean? Probably. Is it justified? Probably not. But hey, it's a game. So thanks very much for watching, and I see you for the next video. Bye bye.